Alright, so we are out prospecting and we've come across some quartz on one of our newest properties. Got some nice vugs in the quartz, as you can see. Quartz vein continues all the way up, and we're going to have to chase this farther later on, but for now what we want to do is just see if there's any viable samples or anything in this zone. So there's no mineralization from what we can see. So this is what you would call bull quartz. Yeah, so I don't see anything from first glance, other than you have a little bit of malachite staining right there. We'll probably chip a sample off there. Won't send it in, we'll just catalog it for a later date. Very buggy. There's almost some sort of cave back there. Alright, so took a few minutes to hammer a piece off. There's minor amounts of chalcopyrite and pyrite amongst your vuggy quartz, but definitely don't see anything that's hugely interesting. So we're gonna go up top and see if anything's exposed up there before we head on. Alright, so it got really foggy last night, really windy and rainy, so we decided to head back and continue our exploration in the morning. So we're out here 8:30 in the morning doing some more prospecting, and we're at a change of host rock here, so we're going to be doing some sampling, finding some grab samples if we can, and exposing any showings. And we have our first grab sample right here. So here's the first sample. Minor amounts of chalcopyrite in there. Looks like you got a bit more here. A little tough to see because of the water. Looks like they've come off an area over here, possibly here. So we'll take some of this rock off. So there you got a bit more. So this will be our first sample we're going to send in for analysis. The last one we found yesterday, we're not going to send it in. And let's continue on. Alright, so at our next sample location here, you can see you have chalcopyrite amongst your rock. So this is a small exposure. This is considered volcanic redbed copper deposit. And you can see you have malachite staining there. More mineral throughout your rock. And we've pulled a couple samples off right here. There's one. And this is your third one. We're going to hammer a bit more, get a little bit bigger sample. So this will be our second sample location. Let's move on. Alright, so grab sample here, obvious malachite nazarite staining. Not seeing much in the way of mineral other than a bit of copper in there. We're going to catalog this, but we probably won't send this one in. And let's keep going. Alright, so we got our next sample here, just grab sample from the side of the road. You have chalcopyrite. So this zone that cuts through the property has a schistose rock, and it's got small quartz and quartzite veins, and pyrite and chalcopyrite. So this will be the next sample. Alright, so at our next spot, you have mineralized quartz in a seam running through your deposit. You can see pyrite and chalcopyrite, and you have a little bit of pyrrhotite in there. So it's a pretty small seam of quartz, but there's multiple areas where you have your Redbed copper deposit, and we are going to pull some samples off. So you can see more mineral all throughout there. So let's pull off a sample. Alright, so we got some more off here. You can see you have a lot of azurite staining in there, malachite staining too. So I think we have enough for our next sample. So we'll continue on and see what else we got here. Our last kind of exposure here. There's little bits of mineralization all throughout this rock, but not anything crazy. We're going to take a small little chip sample and we'll catalog it, but we're not going to send this one in. But what we wanted to show you is down here. Alright, so we have a grab sample here. Side of the logging road, and you can see you have massive mineralization all throughout the whole rock. Alright, so here's another sample found about 3 meters away from the last one. So this will be our next sample. What you have here is fine-grained pyrite, and let's move on and see if we can find anything else. Little bits of pyrite mineralization. We're not going to send this one in. This will be cataloged. And we have another piece here with the vein of sulfides running through the top. So we are going to send this one in, so this will be the next sample. And that will complete the day. It's getting dark out and we have to get back. We got a long 2-hour drive back. So hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. We'll post the assay results after. If you guys want to support us out on Patreon, head over to www.patreon.com/911mining. And we want to thank all our current patrons for your support. We really appreciate it. It goes a long way. And thanks everyone. We'll see you next time.